Hi everyone, I'm Sophia. I'm going to be drawing today. I don't really post my time lapses normally, but I figured since I have them, because I use Procreate as my drawing software, I might as well. It's going to go pretty quick. You can already see me working on the sketch here. I went for something a bit more anime style. Recently I've been doing more realism studies and life studies, and after I come back from those, I like to do more cartoony work. And I was really having fun with like the lips and the flowing of the hair, and I really like butterflies, so I was like, why not just add some butterflies in. So you can see me now laying in my base tones, and I do all this on the same layer, and I recolor my liner and then I merge them down, and I make sure to save everything separately in case I go back so that I have it. But now you can see me drawing on top, and the hair gave me a lot of uncertainty because, like I said, I've been doing a lot of life studies, so I've been testing out different styles for doing hair, and I wasn't totally happy with any of them. So I went back to something more simple for this drawing, and so you'll see that later on. You'll see me playing around with it more, but I was trying to give the face more attention, especially the eyes. When you do a more anime style, the eyes draw a lot of attention, so you want to do a good job. And the trait that I probably do the most different from a more typical anime style is the nose. I do like to do more like rounded 3D shaped noses, but the proportions, it's obviously very small compared to the rest of the face. So here you'll see me cleaning up the lashes and stuff. I wanted to keep those soft gradations and color on the face. I really like that effect, and I'll bring that out a bit more with different layer types later on. But as of now, this is all still on the same layer. And don't worry about that ear, I'll fix it up a bit. I know it looks a bit squished right now. And I also wanted like a very soft brow. My goal for this picture was to give it a very like soft and bright look, and I think I accomplished that by the end. And right now everything's very flat. I've been working a lot with shading in 3D space and kind of shading these looks 3D, but on this picture I wanted to take a step back from that and focus more on just using the light to give some shape without worrying too much about shadows. So everything in this picture is very simple. For those butterfly wings, I just drew a flat base and I erased out. Sorry, there's some dog barking in the background. Also, sorry about the mic quality. I don't have a microphone, so that's why I sound like garbage. So either way, the butterflies I did do on their own layer so that I could recolor them a bit to make them fade into the hair a bit more. And here you'll see me start playing around with the hair. I do that just general highlight. I'm going to try and pull out some strands, and I really don't like the look of that. I just delete that and I do this instead, which I keep, and you'll see me play around a little bit with exactly how I do it. But I start off with adding in those highlights, and you see I make like a strip, and then I smudge the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to enforce some of the shadow tones, and that ends up looking really nice. The way I highlight though, I end up covering a decent amount of the hair, so it didn't matter too much, I guess, but I enjoyed the look of it before I covered it anyway. So there you'll see me adding in those darker tones, and for the most part that is the base I'm using for the photos. So now I'm going to go into an add layer, and I'm going to start adding in light, because remember I'm indicating most of the form with the light. So I start with the eyes, because eyes in anime are very important. Leave it to me to make random marks all over my canvas, but I do erase those later on, I promise. And you'll see me highlighting the nose. I kind of play around with exactly how realistic I want this light direction to be, and I settle for more just what I like the appearance of, because this was a very like therapeutic, just kind of relaxing piece. And on the lips, I really wanted to make them like super glossy and shiny since they're so full, so you'll see me do more of that later on. But here I just bring in that like slightly backlit and like side lighting that's really intense, and that has a really fun glow. And I make sure the lips and the eyes are all like nice and glossy, and then I'm going to go back in and add like glitter effects. If you guys want to know where I get my brushes, I can let you know that. But I have a lot of fun with them, and it's like a nice way to like add a simple touch. Oh, you can see me struggling on the lips there. But I figured it out. I just kind of played around with it till I was happy with it. So now you'll see that glitter coming in. I do a lot with like freckling on the face and like glowing on the nose and lips to give a more 3D look. And I haven't touched on the background yet. I don't really do a complicated background in this one because I didn't want to detract from everything that's already happening. So it's mostly abstract and simple patterns. And you can see me having those like glowy hearts, and then behind I'm going to add some texturing. And I just play around with my signature. My signature takes me so long, even though it doesn't look that fancy. I'm very picky with it. And here you just see me adding some pink tones. Thanks for watching, guys.